Good morning, YouTube. It's been a frickin' minute, and it might be another frickin' minute after this. I want to talk today just about passion projects and pursuing projects that challenge you creatively but also make you happy, and finding a balance for how to set those things up. It's been probably a year and a half since I've made a YouTube video, and in that time period, I feel like I've personally really grown, just not as like a cinematographer, but also as a producer. And now at the beginning stages of embarking on my own personal passion project. You know, I've done projects for myself one-off, and they've been really relatively low time commitment. But I'm at the very beginning stages of a process where I'm pulling other people in and committing to what will probably be a longer documentary piece on an artist. And so I wanted to talk before I begin that process, before I really begin, because we've already started planning some pre-production on my side, about why that is important and where that has come from for me. I think the last year and a half, for all its growth, and I've been exposed to a lot of different clients, a lot of different kind of work, and I've felt myself being stretched, and kind of had a couple moments this year where I've been like, wow, I'm actually doing this, like, that's cool. But at the same time, I have not really been reflecting on what I've learned. And as I am put more into a role where I'm just a DP, these other skill sets that I'm sort of dependent on, like producing, like storytelling, like editing, and really taking and holding a process from start to end. Those things I just don't want to lose touch of. And in a way, a passion project for me at this stage of where I am, really, I think, is going to give me the ability to practice all of these things that I've sort of passively and actively been working on individually, sort of, throughout the last year and a half, all on my own terms. I think that passion projects are important because not everything that we do can and should be about money. There has to be a point where you can just create something for yourself. It doesn't have to be for a business, it doesn't have to be for like your survival. It can just be something for you. And sure, maybe that grows into something that you put into your portfolio and helps you grow as an individual, helps you get different kinds of business. But I think that, like, not losing sight of the idea that, like, art is about expression and it's about saying something. I think that can inspire you to want to, you know, to kind of remind yourself that there's a ton of love. There's a ton of like things that you can say through this medium. And I think that's, for me, at my, this little stage where I'm at, this is kind of what is exciting me about it. Overall, I mean, I think that there's a lot to say of what I'm kind of going through in my own like art identity that I think, or I'm hoping at least through this kind of project, I'll be able to unpack and share with others, like the tension of being an artist and having that your what you create, like, that is your survival. So you have a relationship to something you love, and then you repackage it to sell to somebody who, may want it to look a certain way. And so having to detach that part of yourself to make this thing for somebody else, though, like, tension of trying to say something and not quite sure if like other people are understanding it or are getting it or like care. Those kinds of things, I think they're all sort of things that through this passion project I'm really hoping to unpack and to explore. And of course, like, I'll share more details when I have more. We start filming on Monday, but for now, I think that just before I begin this like whole process, which I'm planning will take all summer, and I'm hoping I will have like BTS to share with you guys. I really want to have these little check-ins where I'm talking about what does it mean to do this, and I'm not like a huge YouTuber. I don't have a subscription. I don't depend on this platform for any money that I make. I'm not trying to sell people anything. I really just use this as a platform to reflect when I feel like I need to reflect. But I know for myself, like having moments where I'm sort of peeling back the intention that I'm moving forward with, and talking openly about things that I have, like imposter syndrome or doubt or, like just anxiety in general. I think those things are important because I have them. I've been doing this now for 5 years, and of course, like I think a lot of different people, I feel like I should be somewhere else, or I feel like I'm not where like others are, and that creates anxiety. It creates a sort of sense of, am I doing this? And all of those things, all of those like judgments and that's not what I care about at the end of the day. So learning to let those voices go and sort of reconnect with the medium that I actually care about, and learning along the way, I think those are just real simple objectives that passion projects allow you to do. That's where I'm at. There's a lot of just negativity in the world. There's a lot of like people wanting something from you and your attention, the things that you watch. I just want to tell a story. I really just want to talk about things and create something that doesn't have like a price tag tied to it, or like agenda or anything like that. I just want to make something that people can connect with or not. So yeah, that's I think basically where I'm gonna land on this video, and I appreciate all the people that have watched it and have subscribed to my channel, and I apologize, it's been a really long time and I've really struggled with making things on YouTube. So I appreciate everybody that sort of stuck around in this lag time. I am gonna work on having BTS for this project so you guys can see a little bit about how I work. A lot of things have changed for me in the last year. I'm still shooting on the Ursa. I'm still a Blackmagic user through and through, but I do now use a Red, so I've really enjoyed working and moving on that system, and that's what I'm going to shoot this project on, the Dragon X. Anyway, I will have more details to share when I have them to share. BTS, of course, and like footage, raw footage from the project I will be including as I talk about different things that I'm in different stages of this project. And then I'm hoping also to make a color grading guide. I'm not a formal colorist, whatever the term is, but I do think that I've had a lot of experience the last year and a half just like making footage look somewhat decent and like usable on a broadcast setting. So hoping to pass that on in my effort of getting people away from Premiere and into Resolve. But that's gonna be about it. I appreciate you guys signing on, listening to this, and yeah, it's gonna be a process, and I'm a process, so bye.